So this is just a quick installation video on how to install Uncle Gravy's renewing agent for Etsy sellers. First thing you're going to do is go to the Mud Stuffing Industries site and go to the Uncle Gravy's renewing agent page and scroll down, and you'll see this little button that says download and install by clicking the button below. One thing you want to make sure is this has a 10-day trial, so you can try it out for free. You don't want to prepay for it or anything like that. Just do the trial first, make sure everything runs correctly, and that it's actually something you want to use for your Etsy shop. And then after 10 days you can go ahead and purchase it. So you want to click this button right here. And this software requires that you have Adobe Air, which is basically a software platform from Adobe. And so if you don't already have that installed, it's going to suggest that, or require that you install it. And so you're going to click yes here. You may not see this page if you already have Adobe Air installed. A lot of times newer computers may already have Adobe Air. You can see it's starting the installation. It's going to ask you if you want to confirm to install. Just make sure that the publisher says my name, the application is the one you want to install, and this just basically means that the identity has been verified. Make sure you aren't getting a unlicensed copy or anything like that. You want to click install, and as you can see here, it's going to install Adobe Air, and you have the option to add a shortcut to your desktop or start the application after installation. We're going to go ahead and take this off so that I can show you where it's going to install to so you can run it. You want to accept the licensing agreement. This happens on a Windows machine, and you want to just click yes. And it's finished. It's installed both Adobe Air and it's installed the Uncle Gravy renewing agent. Click finish. Now if you have problems with any part in that process, you can scroll down here and you'll see this need help or check out our FAQ. Click on the FAQ, and the very first question here is regarding problems with installing Adobe Air. You can actually install Adobe Air separately from the Uncle Gravy renewing agent, and if you have problems, maybe you want to do that. The first thing you would do is click this link to get Adobe Air, and then you would go back to the Mud Stuffing Industries site and click download and install on Uncle Gravy. So that's only if you have any problems clicking install from this button here. So now that we have it installed, we're going to go to our start menu and click on Uncle Gravy renewing agent. This is the first page you'll come to when you start the application, and as you can see, this application is limited to a 10-day trial, and first thing you want to do is just click try. There's no reason to buy the application right now. Just click try, and like I said, you'll be able to, whoops. You'll be able to try it out fully featured, renew items in your shop. There's no, handicap to the trial version. It's fully featured. And then, like I said, you have 10 days to check it out and make sure it's something that you want to use ongoing. So let's click try. And if you're familiar with our Simplest application that is for the iPhone or the Android, this screen is very similar to that. The first thing you need to do is allow access to your account from this application. And how we do that with Etsy is it's created some secure keys that we are going to send to Etsy when we click sign in. You click sign in and you'll see the browser window pops up asking you to sign in to Etsy. In some instances, this browser window won't pop to the front like it just did. Sometimes it may be minimized or something like that. So if your Uncle Gravy application looks like this and you don't know what to do, chances are you may want to go to your browser and the appropriate page will be in your browser. So we're going to log in normally to Etsy. And Etsy is going to say, an application would like to connect to your account. Do you want to allow this application to connect? One thing you'll notice here is this bullet points of what the Uncle Gravy renewing agent will have permission to do on your behalf. This is a one-size-fits-all type thing from Etsy to cover all applications. The Uncle Gravy renewing agent only has access or only changes listings in your shop. It doesn't do any of these other 4 bullet points here. It changes listings, and the only thing it changes really is your renewal of your listing. Other than that, everything else is public information. It draws your oldest listings and it renews it. None of this other stuff is done. So you want to click Allow Access. And Etsy's going to give you this 7-digit code or 8-digit code. You could write it down, just make sure it's all capital or lowercase depending on how Etsy gave it to you, or you can cut and paste it, copy and paste it from Etsy, and then you want to go back to the renewing agent. And that's the code that you want to enter into here. After you've entered that code, you're going to click Submit. And if all goes well, we should get a page that's going to allow us to renew listings and pull up the oldest listings in our shop. If at any point you have problems, I'm going to sign out here. You don't need to sign out each time. It will remember that code for you, and it'll go right to the page that you want to go to next time you open up the agent. But one thing I do want to show you, we're going to click Try. Every time you open up the application, it's going to ask you this until your license or your trial runs out. If at any time during this process you run into troubles, you have an error message that shows up on the screen, more often than not, the best thing you can do is click Restart up here at the top left. Clicking Restart restarts the whole process, generates new secure keys, and starts the whole process of signing into Etsy again. So you can click Restart up here. You'll get the sign in button, and it's important to go through this step by step, and you'll click sign in, and again you'll see this time the browser did not pop to the front, but if I go back here, I was already logged into Etsy, so it's already going to have this allow access page up, and I'm just going to have to click it this time and get a new 8-digit code. So that's it, start to finish of setting it up. I'm going to be creating a new video soon that kind of details out how to use the renewing agent, both with a time-based renewal or clicking on traffic-based tab, you can do traffic-based renewal. but that'll be in the next video. Thanks.